While you were in the Army, Grandpa?
And breakfast time came. We all decided we weren't hungry, so we played right through breakfast. Then dinner time came, we stopped, played bricks, dinner, and back to playing euchre, played to supper time.
Aww.
That was a good day then, huh?
I pest clubs.
At noon, with the horses from the field, and you look up and hear Richard's climbing up the trees, with some trees next to the house there. He was up the trees climbing around. My dad looked up there and says, "Rich, what are you doing up there in the trees?" "Oh, Grandma sent me over to get a horse for cultivating." "Well, you're in the wrong tree. Horse is up in the other tree," Grandpa said.
Do
In the barn.
do exercises on the
Oh,
poles.
in the hay mound.
Turning pole bar,
Turning
yeah.
pole bar, yeah.
You
The
gotta
trapeze bar. Who did that? Who did that, Ed Stella?
Oh, he and Adolf and Herb and Rich would come
And
over.
Rich would come over.
What's that?
Rich would come over on the turning bar.
That's still up in the hay mound. We
Yeah, it's
never
still up
used
there.
it.
I don't know.
That's still up there.
Okay.
We never used it though.
Did you throw one
You
away?
were
stayed the
sleeping in
night
the
deer
basement.
hunting camp?
And
Sleeping in the basement.
we made ourselves our supper. And at that time, they had on a summer day show when the Catholics were not supposed to eat meat, you know. We had our meat sandwiches. We were making these sandwiches down the basement. They were upstairs. I don't know what they ate.
That's what we would do, huh, Dad? Here, Dad, you deal.
So we keep that tree up. Mom said we keep that tree up till Emil comes home. He was due to be coming home there, and he didn't come home until April. And the tree kept well, didn't drop any needles. And it was April time he got home, and then there were no needles dropping from the tree.
Wow, are you serious?
Well, there was no heat in the parlor.
Yeah.
Big room in the
No
parlor.
needles dropping from the tree. Of course, we kept water in it, but
And that was in 45?
1945?
We were married in 44 and he came home in 45. Yeah.
Wow.
In April of 45. Then you were married in July of 45?
we announced our engagement at your wedding.
At your sister's
Right.
wedding, you announced your engagement?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
And you got married in 44?
December 23rd.
December 23rd.
Yeah.
How'd you pick that day?
Well, he had proposed, you know, and he had put money down on a house over near Coquon on Wheeler Road. So well, when he proposed, I says, well, we'll have to have a place to live. Well, he says, I've got my eye on a place. And so I thought if we got married before Christmas, I'd have vacation. See, I was teaching at that time. we got time for a honeymoon until January when school started again.
Oh, that makes sense.
So the 23rd was on a Friday, I guess, because it didn't want to get married on the 24th, you know.
Right.
Right.
But 23rd, oh, the Christmas trees were up and the church was pretty.
Oh yeah. Nice.
And how many years were you married?
58.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
58. He
nice.
died 12 years ago now.
And Herb, how many years were you and Helen married?
Uh, 52 and a half.
52 and a half. That's awesome. And Grandpa, they kept the Christmas tree up until you got home from the service.
What's that?
They kept the Christmas tree up until you got home from the service.
You know, we celebrate Christmas.
50 feet
with you.
up.
Yeah, we let Emil, Emil. Ma said we'll leave the tree up so Emil can see it when he comes home.
I still don't understand it.
We left our tree in a parlor up so you could see it when you came home.
But you were the dude to be coming home from the war.
Christmas tree.
I was what?
Christmas tree. Frölinga.
Physically fat.
Weihnachtsbaum.
Weihnachtsbaum. Christmas tree.
I guess I was.
Yeah, we left it up for you.
Mom said we'll keep the Christmas tree up till you get home. Your dude will be coming home.
When you came
From the
home from
war.
the service.
Tell him in German. Who might get it better?
Ma said, halten den Baum, Weihnachtsbaum, bis Emil heimkommt. So we kept the Christmas tree up. You came home in April and the tree was still good, didn't drop any needles. We kept it in the parlor, wasn't heated, but we kept water in it.
What was that?
We kept the Christmas tree up until you came home.
Oh,
You came home in April, the tree was still
I
fine.
remember that now. That was kind of nice.
It was a good homecoming, huh? It was a good homecoming, huh?
You had mentioned about
Well,
that.
the only thing that's peculiar is here is the women never wore anything above the waist.
Huh.
That seems to stick with him.
Yeah. None of them did, huh?
Should I give him my glasses?
Yeah. Very fast dance, music stopped. This one lady took a deep breath, gee, I'm knocked up. Of course, I couldn't help laughing. No. To the boy, that's all of a sudden.
But knocked up meant tired in Australia.
Yeah, I'm not tired enough.
Knocked up meant tired.
Retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that.
We got one, Emil. I'm going to have a little sister or brother, and I won't be the baby anymore. And it was a little girl, but it died.
Right.
I cried so when they carried that
How old
white
were you?
casket out. How old am I?
No, how old were you then?
I don't know. Maybe between 1 and 10 in there somewhere.
Between 1 and 10.
Well,
Okay.
but it would have been a little sister for me.
Aww.
Kylie would cry.
And they
like
called
the
her
dickens if it
Arlene.
happened. Oh, really?
That little baby was Arlene, and she's buried out in cemetery.
Right.
So my youngest daughter was Arlene. I named her Arlene for
Right.
the little girl,
Aw.
little sister I didn't have.
That is really
So-
sweet.
There was another child too, though, right? That was born,
Yeah,
but that was before you? Or was that after?
after.
After another one? Was there another one born after
Yeah.
you too?
I guess so.
So you must have been younger because you don't remember that one as much.
No, I don't remember that. Just I remember.
I passed, Emil. It's up to you. Emil?
At the farmhouse, but it looks like it's from 1852. It's really, really delicate. It says John Conrad Schmidt. And I think this is in German, so I can't read that. What does that say?
Want me to read it, Herb? He doesn't have his glasses on,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
I can read it too.
John,
Conrad. It's fancy writing, isn't it? Fancy writing. Conrad.
oh, yeah. Yeah,
Konrad,
Johann Conrad Schmidt.
German.
Gebet und Dank für Johann Schmidt. Gebet is prayer, Dank for thanks, you know.
Oh, nice.
Well, that was a good meal.
So, so that was. So that would have been your dad's Bible, maybe? Yeah, Grandpa's Bible.
John George Conrad, that was Dad, wasn't it?
That was Dad. Yeah, he, John George Conrad was the name, and there were 5 John George Schmidts on our route. And so Dad said, by the time the mailing got to him, all he had left was bills. The chicks were all gone. So he changed his name to John George Schmidt Jr. He kept that till he died.
John George Schmidt.
I believe I'm going to have to get myself some glasses.
Oh.
Oh, get yourself some glasses.
I can't
I think you have your glasses
make
on.
very much of it out.
Okay.
Elizabeth?
That's the cover to the Bible.
Elizabeth?
And here's the Bible. It's an old.
What is the date on there, Herb?
1852. Geburtstag on the birthday on
I can't get his glasses.
10 to there's to be January.
January?
Emil, remember when you sent me that coconut when you were in the service? When you were in New Guinea? You sent me a coconut.
What was that?
You sent me a coconut in the shell, this big around.
You sent her a coconut when you were in New Guinea.
Oh, yeah? You mean that still
It
around?
came to me,
Is that right?
yeah. And then when you came home from the service, you didn't want to go back home to Panama because Herb and Helen were married. So Lawrence and I said, well, come live with us because we had an upstairs bedroom. And you stayed with us, remember? Went back to work at the Autolite.
Yeah.
And I put that coconut under your pillow the first night. Just for a joke.
Is that the one you put on my pillow and I slept all night, didn't know it?
Oh, those were the days, eh? We had a lot of fun together.
Is that coconut still around?
I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. It's gone.
These coconut trees, you know,
I think,
the trees themselves have very high stems compared to every slim, but very high, and the leaves are all up on top. Grasses and leaves on top, coconuts grow up there. When the coconuts ripen, they fall down, and that's pretty big and pretty heavy. Boy, that's a boy, makes you hear that, you hear it quite a ways, and it hits the ground.
And hopefully you're not underneath that, huh?
yeah,
You have to be careful
it
when
hit you
you
on the head, it'd be pretty hard.
stand around them because they might come on down unexpectedly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't make any difference.
What's precision?
Persistent.
That's when you get,
You're not a
you got
good.
the runs.
You're not. All right, who wants the heart?
I